Hello, everyone. My name is Trent, and I went to every McDonald's in the United States of America. For those of you who don't know what McDonald's is, it is a small fast food restaurant chain here in the United States of America. I think that's where most of the restaurants are. There are a handful of them throughout the world, some like satellite locations and stuff. But yeah, it actually started in the 1940s here in California. I think it was San Bernardino is the name. So when I say here, it's because I'm in California. I'm not in San Bernardino, but it did start in California. And then after that, the restaurant blossomed. They only have about 13,000 locations. I think it's 13,523 is the number right now, and that's how many that I went to. So McDonald's is known for a whole variety of foods, mainly cheeseburgers and burgers. They have this one cool one called the Big Mac, which is it's like two it's like two patties, two like burger patties on one thing, and that's like what they're famous for. It's pretty good. I had quite a few in college, and yeah. Now I'm not like some McDonald's super fan or something like that. I know there's a handful of people who have like world records for collecting things, and there's that one guy that's only eaten Big Macs like every day in his life or something, that's crazy. But I'm not one of those people. I'm a pretty standard guy. I do have a lot of memories of McDonald's though. Weirdly, my earliest memory is my earliest memory of McDonald's, not my earliest memory. But my earliest memory of McDonald's is when my nanny would come to babysit me, or my grandma. When she would come to babysit me, she would always stop at McDonald's first thing in the morning and grab one of the pancakes with hash browns. I think it had bacon too, but that was probably my earliest memory of McDonald's, is being 4 or 5, and her bringing that and eating it out of the styrofoam trays that it came in. Yeah. And then after that, when I was still pretty young, I remember going to get my hair cut, and after that my mom would bring me to get McDonald's, just normal McDonald's things. And then in college there was a McDonald's literally like right down the road from our college, and I remember we would get this thing called the Mac Attack is what we called it. So for about 2 years they had this special where it was like 2 Big Macs for $5, and I would get that all the time. So, and then after that I kind of didn't really have it for a while, and then I was like, you know what, I should have some McDonald's. And then I just went around and I visited every McDonald's in the country. So I started this adventure back in January of this year, January of 2023. I ended up, I was back home for Christmas and stuff in 2022, and then I stayed for a couple weeks until I think it was like January 19th, and then I started a cross-country road trip around the United States. So I started in Belchertown, Massachusetts, and then I kind of went up the coast, and I did all the New England McDonald's. I got all those out of the way right away. And then after that, I kind of went west across the country, and then I came back east, and then I went back west, and then I went back east. And then when I was at about North or South Carolina, that's when I started going vertical. When I was going east to west, it was absolutely miserable. The sun was in my eyes pretty much constantly from sun up in the east to sundown in the west. It was awful. But then when I went north to south, I started at like North or South Carolina. I completely forgot which one. And then I was going, north and then back down south, slowly moving west because I was coming back here to LA in California. And I was going north and south, and then I ended up back here. So the first McDonald's that I stopped at on this adventure was the one at 148 North Main Street in Belchertown, Massachusetts. As I said at the beginning, that's the one that I would go to after I got my hair cut as a kid. They did remodel it. It used to be the old classic with the red roof and everything, and now it's kind of the generic one. A lot of the ones that I went to across the country are that kind of weird, kind of Starbucks-esque style. I miss the old design. I like the red roof and everything. But anyway, that was the first one I went to. Some unfortunate news about this whole adventure is when I first came to Massachusetts for this trip, I brought my camera, but I forgot to bring the charger for the batteries. so none of the batteries were charged. So I didn't really get anything on my camera. I took a handful of pictures, so I'll be posting those throughout the video. But my phone's kind of shitty. But there were a handful of notable McDonald's across the country that I went to. I like the one in White Spell, Montana. That one was pretty nice. There was one in Beaverton, Oregon, which was very nice as well. Myrtle Beach had a whole bunch too. Those are pretty cool. You know, I went to the biggest McDonald's in the country. That's, I think, in Miami. Wait, the biggest McDonald's in the country in Orlando. It has a huge play place. The restaurant itself, or the land the restaurant's on, is 19,000 square feet, which is pretty wild for a McDonald's. They have the play place. I had to, I'm like, if I'm doing this trip, I got to make the most of it. So I went in the play place. Unfortunately, they are not built for 6'2", 200-pound men. So I did get stuck. They had to call the fire department and cut out that section I got stuck in, and it was a whole kind of traumatizing ordeal. And it cost me a lot of money. This whole trip cost a lot of money. So yeah, this whole trip, it took me about 10-ish months to do. Nothing crazy, I don't think. I mean, like I said, I started around mid to late January, and right now it is November 7th as of me November 8th as of me recording this. I read my calendar wrong. But yeah, so I went to every McDonald's in the country. It was pretty cool. A lot of them are very similar. So when I was going to them, sometimes I would just like drive by and be like, oh, there's another one. There's another one. I did that a lot. Sometimes I would just go in and use the bathroom. Yeah, a lot of them I would just go in and get water for the trip because I was driving so much.
What can I get for you?
Could I just get just a water?
A large water?
Yeah, sure, yeah. I think in total I ate about like 20 Big Macs. Probably about 40 orders of fries. I love fries. I'd say probably about 200 or 300 waters. A lot of soda. I didn't really get that much soda. I'm thinking I feel like I only got about 10. I think in the whole trip I probably only had about 10 sodas. 5 Cokes, 2 root beers, and 3 Dr. Peppers. Yeah. I think I probably got 1 or 2 orange sodas in there, so maybe 12. We'll say 12. I'll be generous. Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'd love to know which McDonald's you've been to or how many you've been to. And if you want to do this challenge, I definitely recommend it. It was very fun. It was great to travel around the country. Great to use all the bathrooms that they have at McDonald's. Great to eat some French fries. And yeah, it's a cool restaurant. I definitely recommend checking it out. Thanks for watching. Could I just get a Big Mac and a large fry?
Sure thing. Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be $11.95. Please pull to the first window.
Awesome. Thank you. This is stupid.